What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Guys, fall of Diddy is real, okay? It is evidently real, and I want to talk about this because I'm not trying to say I'm glad that this happened to him. You know, I don't really know Diddy. I'm just a big fan of what he's produced over my lifetime as a young man, you know, coming into my adulthood, growing up on Diddy, growing up on the Bad Boy guys, growing up on some of the people he produced like Mary J, Jodeci, 112, Notorious Big. I got a lot of love for Diddy. Unfortunately, for many black men who are on your way up, and I know that somebody listening to this, I know that some of you brothers are going to just be very successful. God gave you an extreme talent that you're going to use to your benefit, and you're going to be unstoppable. And I love you for that. You know, and I'm so glad that God gave you whatever He gave you to continue going forward. Unfortunately, black men, some of y'all are going to get to the point where you think you are untouchable, okay? You're going to feel like you're invincible. And I want to say this and say this very clear. By the time hip hop was making its second wave, okay? I'm talking about the 90s, the Keith Murray guys, the Dr. Dre's, the NWAs that was kind of in the first session, coming into the second session, they were still on. And you had new guys like Snoop Dogg. You know, you had new guys coming in later on like Nate Dogg, you know, Dub C. You know, the Nas came in kind of that generation, Jay-Z, Outkast, right? Diddy was already a stronghold by the mid-90s in a new era that didn't have a whole lot of rules. So Diddy instantly became a power base as a young guy. This is before you had a lot of cameras. This is before you had a lot of whatever. You know, it was like mafia kind of stuff. Diddy was already power brokering. So he was kind of the first to the throne, especially in a big market like New York City. Now, he who gives you the throne can take it, okay? And Diddy got away with a lot of stuff. He did a lot of stuff. He got away with a lot of stuff for many, many years and didn't think that couldn't nobody tell him nothing. Because probably couldn't nobody tell him nothing. You know, he going to war with Diageo. You know, he's doing whatever he wants to do and just treating people any kind of way. A lot of you brothers, once you get on, some of y'all are going to become almost sociopathic in the way you view yourself, in the way you view the world. You're going to be out here doing some silly stuff, man. It's kind of what happens when you get on and you start getting some money, and if you've never had it before, and then, you know, you got unlimited money, you got unlimited opportunities, you have unlimited women that want to deal with you. Who can tell you something? Do whatever you want. And then when you get away with it a few times, you know, it's like, well, I got dirt on this person, so I know that's not going to come out. But like Mom always said, it's always somebody bigger and better than you. Diddy never thought this day was going to come, but it did. And now it's to the point where he can't get himself out of this situation. Almost every other thing Diddy could get himself out of that situation, but he can't get out of bond. And so now you have to stay in jail in the feds where maybe your life is in danger. You're not in your luxury homes anymore. Your money really don't matter that much anymore. Everything is going down. All the business you built is going down. And now here is a level of humble pie. And then you have all the people who just last year or 2 years ago was on your side. Now people not dealing with you no more. People separating themselves from you. They unfollowing you. And now, you know, for this to happen toward the, you know, kind of the end of your life, where you're basically being destroyed and, you know, you're going to pretty much fall off like Bill Cosby did, it must be very sad. But I'm here to tell you guys, that's what's going on. It will be sad, okay? It's how it works. And that's the situation at hand, all right? It doesn't matter how many people or how much money you got, how much power you got to respect people, dog. That's first and foremost. Never forget that. Never let your ego be so big that you forgot where you came from, or you forgot that you need people to help you on your way. And for a lot of guys like Diddy, you can forget that because it is truth. You are the truth. You are a guy that get the people on. You do this and you do that. And okay, you can make things happen. But then at a certain point, man, it's always going to be somebody else who can take that away from you, and then they can make you look like you're a nobody real quick. And especially if you're a black man, you have very little room to operate. The more power, the more money you get as a black man, you need to be really watching your step and watching what you do. You really need to take that into consideration about what's going on, okay? Otherwise, once they get you and the whole world can be turned against you, nobody's gonna care, man. They're just not. The same folks you didn't help in certain degrees, and now you're enemies, and it could be your fault. It could be your fault. Don't let it get to your head. I know even so many guys here on the platform. They start doing good, start getting some dollars, start getting a few money. Can't tell them nothing no more. You know, all of a sudden, they all hot and mighty. I know one guy in particular. Once he start making about $20,000 a month, you know, hey, we couldn't tell him nothing no more, man. He was just doing, and then you see once God give you a life humbling experience, how people go from that to go to nothing, go to zero. Imagine you came from nothing, you get 20, 30 grand a month. Then because of your own efforts and actions, you go back to nothing again. I've seen it happen so many times here in this business, and it's simply because you're just not grateful. That's why Snoop Dogg had a song that said, be thankful for all you got. If it's just a little bit, it's all you got. You might not have a car or a big old chain, but stay true to yourself and things will change. And I'm telling black men every day that you can be like Diddy one day with all the money, all the cash, and all it takes is for somebody to press that button if they really got something on you to turn you into Diddy of right now in the feds. When everything, so appreciate people. Don't be mistreating people. You know, make sure you do what you're supposed to do as a black man. Respect people. You know, because if it can happen to Diddy, what does that mean to you or me? If this can happen to Diddy, what chance do you and me have? So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of Celebrity Drunk. Before all you do, subscribe to the bell. We're out.